Welcome to this short presentation on self-management. The objective of this short presentation is to explain about self-management, what it contains, and some of the steps to achieve competency in self-management. Self-management means different things to different people. I just picked up some definition from Wikipedia, which is put here in front of you on this particular slide. If you look at business area, self-management refers to methods, skills, and strategy by which individuals can effectively direct their own activities toward the achievement of objectives. In the field of computer science, self-management refers to processes by which computer system can manage their own operation without any human intervention. If you just look at the healthcare, self-management means certain practices, certain training given to the chronic condition patient so that they can manage their own life without any help. In case of housing cooperative society, it refers to management of the society by the own residents without any interference from outside. If one look at politics, self-management may refer to self-managed economy, a type of socialist economic system that is based on various forms of collaborative, decentralized, inclusive decision making. What it means is self-management is means different thing to different people. In this particular presentation, our focus is going to be individual and methods, skills, and uh, strategy to make him effective in the organization. Jim Whittaker has said, you can never conquer the mountain, you can only conquer yourself. What it means is, the world is very complex and we are a small element in the whole world. If you start rectifying others, probably first thing you have to do is practice the art of conquering self and then move outward. Lord Rothschild Hochschild has said that it is not enough to have great qualities, we should also have the management of them. All of us have got qualities, but it is essential that we learn to manage them, we learn to take advantage of the positives we have, and learn to improve on the shortcomings or the certain areas where we need to really improve in our life. So therefore, self-management primarily is an art and science of starting from within, starting from the self, then moving to others, and then managing the whole environment in such a way that we become very effective in life, we become very successful in our life, both private and public life. Therefore, understanding and practicing self-management will help in living a more effective and happy daily life, achievements of goal, both organizational and personal, accomplishing different difficult tasks, managing difficult situations. So at the end of the day, what we are talking here is self-management is going to help us to bring peace, happiness, love, and achievement, our reality in our daily life. If you look at this particular slide, it has got four quadrants. On the x-axis, I'm talking about personal competency and social competency. On y-axis, I'm talking about awareness and access. The left-hand corner quadrant is self-awareness area. In order to start the journey, the very first thing in the life is self-discovery. Having discovered the self, then we move towards knowing about others. And empathy plays a very important role here. Once you really perfect these two areas, then actions start. And actions in this area, in the area of self, has to do with self-discipline, which contains area like stress management, time management, and energy management. In the actions related to groups and interpersonal area, it relates to conflict management and change management. And as I mentioned earlier, the beginning is with self-discovery. In the famous book, Seventh Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey mentioned, in order to achieve public victory, it is essential to start with private victory. So it is important that really you start taking control of your own actions, your own qualities, and move to the public area. And that will make you more happy, that will make you more successful. I'm reminded of a couplet by Goswami Tulsidas in Ramcharitmanas, where he mentioned, Kam Krodh Mad Lobh Shava, Nath Narak Ke Shang, Sab Pariharihi Raghuvirahi, Bhajahu Bhajahi Jaisan. Meaning is, in order to be successful in your life, focus is very important. But before you really focus yourself on a subject, could be God or could be certain goals in your life, it is important to control over lust, anger, arrogance, and greed. These four things are said to be the enemies of human beings, and it is very hard to conquer them at one go. But if you start working on it, you will certainly succeed slowly. Moving to the next slide, there, therefore, what I have seen in my life is whenever you go to a training class and the subject is interesting, and you also come across a speaker which is very, very effective, you get very excited about the concepts. You feel that whatever have been taught is very good for life. The moment you get out of that, that implementation becomes a big issue. You get into the daily routine of life and start forgetting the concepts which have been taught. Therefore, what we are proposing here, in order to make self-management a reality, there are 5-step processes which we are proposing. One need to start from the bottom here, and the very first step in the process is what do you want to be? What it means is paint the future, the would-be state of your life. Write down, possibly, imagine and vision. Visioning is the first steps towards making a move in this direction. Having created a vision for self, talk about who are you now. This is the current state of your life. This, this will be known through the exercises on self-awareness. This will be known from a feedback, which could be informal, formal, from your friends, your bosses, your relatives, your spouse, your children. It could be a 360-degree feedback. Feedback is very important in life and really helps you in really clarify certain things and making you more perfect if you act on those. Rahim had said, Nindak niyere rakhiye angan kutili chhavaye, bin pani sha bunbina nirmal kare shuhai. The one person who gives you a very honest feedback, even though it is a criticism, you should give him a place in your own house, in center of your house, so that he keeps on cleaning yourself without the use of water and soap. It's a great philosophy, and I think even though we take a bit of it, we could really make our life very interesting. Having known about self, the next step is how do you get there? And here, probably action planning is required. Action planning is required. Coaching, mentoring is very important. Teaching and listening. Learning from the books, listening to people who matters, and I think it is very important to have one mentor in his own life. In ancient Indian mythology, the mentor has been called Guru, and Guru has been given a higher place than God. Kabir has said, Guru Govind dono khare, kako lagu paye, balihari Guru apne, jo Govind diyo bataye. If God and teacher or your mentor, they come together, you see both of them together, you should touch the feet of teacher first because teacher gives you gyan to reach to the God. It's a great philosophy. And I think mentor is very, very important in one's life to make the life more significant, make the life more meaningful. How to make change stick? Now, in the previous 3 steps, you have painted a picture of future, you have known about self, you have created an action plan. Now, question comes, action plan will have target, and you have to have a mechanism of review. Review could be, going to the next step, maybe a group of people which you decide to make changes in yourself, or again, trust somebody with whom you can confide, with whom you can talk, and really work on these particular steps. These 5-step processes are very simple steps. They are not rocket science, but if you work on this, you will certainly make progress slowly but steadily. What I have discussed here is the content, the self-management, which primarily is a methods, strategy, and skills to be used to make self more effective in day-to-day life, in personal arena as well as the social arena. Social arena could be your company, it could be your society, it could be any other interactions you have in your day-to-day life. And we have discussed about different steps which self-management includes, and each of them can be treated separately in a one-day seminar. But if you have really, if you deliberate a lot on self-management, we also conduct seminar in the area of self-management, which is a full-day seminar with deals in little detail, with case studies, role plays, and all those in all these different areas. And finally, we have given you a glimpse of five-step process, which I believe will be very helpful in your life to make it more effective.